Hi there, my name is Drew, and if we haven't met before, welcome to ReadyBudgetGo. If this isn't your first visit, welcome back. I'm glad you're here either way. It's Tuesday, and on Tuesdays, I do my Green Lantern binder and the Batman binder. The Green Lantern binder has the Celebration Savings Challenge book in it, and the Batman binder has a bunch of other savings challenges. Between my Tuesday and my Wednesday videos, I'm saving $500 a week to put toward my big goals. We'll get started, like always, in the Green Lantern binder, so I'll set the Batman binder aside. And we are working on both May and June. If you're new to my channel, I moved across the country during May, so I took a month off from filming most of my videos. So I want to catch up on May, and then we'll also do June at the same time. Okay, so we'll start with May, and I need my dice tower, which I didn't get out. I had just put everything away. And so now, get everything back out again. One moment while I do that here. And if you like this dice tower, I will try to remember to link it if I can. I bought this on Etsy because I like to support other creators where and while I can. Okay, so now I need a D6, and I'm going to use a Superman D6 because these haven't made an appearance for a while. These are available from Eva at Budget Your Life on her website, and I will have that link below. So let's see which ones we're scratching today. So number 3, 1, 2, and 3. That's going to be $1. And 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2. So total of $3 for the scratch and save section. I also need a couple more dice rolls for up here. So a 1 and a 5. Mark those off here. I don't think I've used the same shade of pink twice in a row yet. So we had a 1 and we had a 5. Oh, that's barely visible. Let me go over it with the darker color here. 1 and 5. Okay. And I also need to color in 2 roses. So what color roses shall I do? Let's see. I'm going to get out that subtle pink again. And, I don't know. How about an orange rose? We'll see how these orange pens work. Well, this is a very delicate orange, but it saves all the same. Okay, so that's that one. We'll do another pink. Okay. So $5 each for those, so that's going to be 10 plus 6 is 16, 17, 18, $19 for May. So before I move on to June, I'm going to take out that $19. And I do use prop money because all the money that I save on Tuesdays and Wednesdays goes straight from my checking account into my high yield savings. And if you want to see how those transfers affect my budget, follow me on Fridays for the weekly reel. Okay, we're on to June. Do the scratch first. 3, 1, 2, and 3. That's a 4. I'll go ahead and do another one because the ones from May were low. And 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is probably the 9. Nope, it's the 6. Okay. So a total of 10. So we'll take out a 10. Actually, I'm going to take out... Why don't I do the dice rolls, and then I'll just take out whatever I need. So 6 and 1. 6 and 1. And then I will do 2 bow ties at $5 each. So that's 10, 27. So 27 plus 19 is 46. 27 plus 19 is 46, yes. So the 5 is what I need to keep. I'll put everything else down and take out 41. With that 5, we'll make it 46. Okay. But let's get these bow ties filled in. What color bow tie are we wearing today? You know what? We're going to do something else in pink. Why not? That is a hot pink bow tie. Suitable for prom dates and I don't know what else. Okay, so that's one of them. How about, I don't know, how about a yellow bow tie? Suitable for clowns? I'm tempted to make this one polka dot. An itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bow tie. Okay. So $46 in prop money is going to go into the envelope for the current months because I combined them. So there was 110. So now there's going to be 156. So I'm just going to take out the 220s and the 10 and pop in a 50. And I feel like I've missed something. Let me go back and make sure that I did this right. So that was 3 plus 6 is 9, 19. 10, 27. 19 and 27 is 46. Yep. Okay, so before I go any further, I need to make sure that I write those numbers down. So May was 19 and June was 27. And the reason I'm writing them in here is because I want to keep myself honest with how much I'm saving and make sure that that is the exact amount that goes into my high yield savings account. So I'm going to keep track here periodically as we go throughout the binder. Let's get over into the Batman binder. We're going to start with the colorful sparkle scratch and save. This is by Eva at Budget Your Life. I am multiplying everything times 5, and I need one of her special color dot dice to tell me which spot I'm going to scratch off here. So we've got red, and we've got one more red. It's down here in the corner. I think that's red. And it says 5. So multiplying by 5, we're going to make that 25. And I am a scratch completionist most of the time, so I'm just going to get the rest of it off. There we go. And this is one of my favorite scratch-off challenges ever because it's sparkly. I mean, how can you not love that? So, oops, so 25. We'll add that into the envelope. And so far, this challenge has saved 150, 70, 95. So getting close because it's a $250 challenge. So the rest of these must be pretty small because I'm multiplying them all by 5. Okay, so $25 for the Sparkle Challenge. Up next is plus or minus dice. I have explained how I play this a couple times. And so I am just going to play it, and I'll kind of explain as I go along. This is one of mine. It's not yet available. It will be soon, probably in memberships. Stay tuned for details. Okay, so I have my double die here. So there's a smaller die inside the bigger die, and I will roll it, write down what the outside and inside numbers are, and then save accordingly. Okay, so we're starting out with a 5 and a 5, and I need my dry erase marker. There it is. And because the numbers are the same, that is what the roll scores. Going again. So we have a 1 and a 4. Outside is 1, inside is 4. And because the inside number is bigger than the outside, we're adding them together, so that also scores 5. A 1 and a 2. 1 and a 2. Again, the inside is bigger than the outside, so we add them together, and that scores 3. A 1 and a 1. Those are the same, so the score is 1. Last roll. And we have a 2 and a 6. So the inside is bigger than the outside. Add them together for 8. So that gives us 10, 13, 14 plus 8 is 22. I'm not going to save $22. I'm going to add those together and save 4. So not a big amount this week, but that's okay. Some weeks are like that. I need my eraser. So now I have to find that because I put everything away and I forget where I put them. Oh, goodness. Not there. Talk amongst yourselves while I flit around here. Well, I don't know what happened to the eraser, so forgive me. I'm just going to use the finger method here. I use a dry erase marker on these glossy coated so that I can erase easily and play them again the next time. Okay, so $4 going into that challenge. Let's get the binder back out. So far, over the last several weeks, this challenge has saved 100, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22. So I'm going to take a 10 and all these other 2s, and we'll grab a 20. Okay, 122. Plus or minus was 4. Okay, 2026 is next. This challenge was a freebie that I gave away with Etsy shop physical product orders. And that was from October to December of last year. This year, in October, I will be doing another one. It'll be a 2027 challenge. I haven't designed it yet. I typically start working on that in August. So, okay, so I'm going to save 20. I've already been through the challenge once where I marked off all these racetrack circles. And now I'm going through again and doing all the 2s, and then I'll go through it again and do all the 0s. Okay. So 2026 now has in it 100, 250, 70, 80. 7 virtues and 7 sins will be up next. Let me get those cards out, but before I do, I'll mark this off here as 20. This is a scratch-off savings challenge that's available on my Etsy shop. There are 7 different cards. Each one has a heavenly virtue on one side and the corresponding deadly sin on the other. So I roll a d6 die, and that tells me if I'm doing, well, first I roll for which card I'm doing, then I roll heads or tails to determine whether I'm doing the sin or the virtue, and then roll again to see which spot I scratch. So we're starting with 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we are on gluttony and temperance. Odd, so we're doing the deadly sin, which is gluttony. And number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's $1. go again. 6 again. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we are on pride and humility. Pride's almost done, but we're going to humility. And number 1, so we'll go right up here. That's going to be $2. I think I will go one more time, just because these numbers have been small. Oops, just 1, 2. Okay. Number 2, so 1 and 2. So we are on lust and chastity. Even, so we're doing the virtue, which is chastity. This one's also almost done. And number 2, 1 and 2. And that will be $6. So a total of 9 is going to go into this challenge this week. So I'll put a 1 back, and I will grab 7. So 5 and a 2. Set those aside, get the binder back out here. There we go. Okay, so far we have 100, 200, and 50, 60, 5, 70, 72, 74, 75. So I'm going to take a 10, a 5, a 2 2s, and a 1. And grab a 20. So we're still at 275. This challenge saves 525 total, so we're more than halfway there. Okay, up next is Totally 80s. This is another scratch off, available in my Etsy shop as either a physical product or a digital product. So let's get out a D10, because there's 10 different cards. There's the D10. Okay, number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is Let's Bounce. There's quite a few left on this one. Number 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is going to be 7. So let's go one more time. 5 and 7. Number 2 is, nope, that's not right. There we go. Number 2 is Totally Tubular. Number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to be 8. So total of $15 for this challenge this week. So I'll put 2 back, grab a 10, and let's see what we've got going in the envelope. This is a $500 challenge. To the 80s. Okay. Oh, looks like we get another 100. 10 and 5. So far we have 100, 200, and 50, 70, 90, 300, 5, and 6. So let's put back all this business here for another hundo. So still 306, and I better catch up on my bookkeeping here before I go any further. So 7 and 7 was 9, and the 80s was 15. Okay, destination savings is next. Let's get that out here. Available on my Etsy shop. And let's see where we're headed to this. Oh, actually, did I need to shuffle these? I can't remember if I finished them. Yeah. So I finished my cycle through last time, so let's give them a shuffle here. Okay. Best I can. Well, I think I might have washed them last time, so let's see here. Okay, Rio de Janeiro. So we have the flight for 5, no, the flight for 6, and the food for 4. Apologies for the glare there. So I'm going to do the flight 4, 6. And that's all I'm going to do this week. So 5, 6. I will put this one face up on the bottom. That way I will know when I get to the end of the world tour again. Okay, destination savings is 2 back from here. And that one has in it 100, 200, 300, 10, 15, 21. Okay, so put 10 back with that those 5s, so 21. And then I'm going to put this hundo back for another Barracuda. So still 321. So we're more than 60% of the way there. So that was 6. And then up next is Save the Plates. So let's take that box out. This one has been one of my most popular savings challenges. It's a $1,500 challenge, but there's lots of little numbers. I mean, there's nothing over 10. So we're going this week to South Dakota. I was just there a month ago. A little more than a month ago. So let's see which one we're going to do. Number 5, which is a 5. Okay. So get this colored in here. Badly, but still. Not real good with the curvy numbers. Or the straight numbers. Or anything else. I'm not that great at coloring. It's not that I don't enjoy it, I'm just not good at it. Okay. Alrighty, so $5 for South Dakota. Whoops, so I dropped the pin cap. And then let's see where we're headed next. So from South Dakota, we will go to Tennessee. That's a drive. Okay. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're doing 8. And it looks like I was using a brown marker on this one. Oops. Probably not this one. Nope. Wasn't this one. That's okay. If you want to see this challenge get done faster, Save with Judy plays this on Thursdays as part of her Travel Thursday. And she puts in about $30 each week. $25, $30, something like that. So she's already pretty far along. Okay. So we're going to add the 5 to that 8 and save 13. 12. 13. We'll put Tennessee on the bottom here. Oh, come on, you. There we go. Make sure I write down 13 for Save the Plates. We'll get the binder back out. Oh, come on. There we go. So far, Save the Plate. Oh my goodness. Come on. There we go. Save the Plates has 100, 250, 70, 85, 87, 88. So 288. Again, it's a $1,500 challenge, so I'm not even 20% of the way there. All right. Save by color is going to be next. If you watched last week, then you will remember that I finished this other side and made the total 1,008. So now I'm working on this side, and once I finish saving all of these numbers, it'll be another 504. So This is available on my Etsy shop as a physical or a digital. If you order it as a physical product, you can also get the multicolored dice, like so, as an add-on if you need them. Of course, you don't have to use multicolored dice. You can use the same die and, oops, just do a different roll for each color or however you want to do it. So I'm just going to lay these all out. They're all blank, so all the numbers are good. Oops, make sure there's no glare. Okay, and then let's go for a roll here. Oh, green didn't go through, I just kind of dropped it. Okay, so scoot all these closer here. Red is a 3. Orange is a 3. Yellow is a 1. Green is a 5. Blue is a 3. And purple is a 2. So that means I am going to save 6, 11, 14, 15, 17. Kind of a low roll, but that's okay. Gotta start somewhere. And I'm just doing one roll because there are other challenges, particularly on Wednesday. Friends Day Wednesday now has quite a few new challenges, and some of them eat up a lot of money. Well, they save a lot of money, which is good. So I'm being more conservative on Tuesdays. Okay, so that's going in. And then I also need, what did I say, 17? 9, 10, 17, yes, okay. So I'm going to take out a 2 and a 1 and put in a 20. Okay. So 1,025 in total between the front side and the back side. $17. Rainbow dice is up next, which is similar but different. In rainbow dice, there are different denominations of dice. So we have a purple, nope. Where's the other one? I'm missing one. Did I not take it out of the binder? Oh, silly. Okay. As I was saying, we have a purple D3, a blue D4, a green D6, a yellow D8, an orange D10, and a red D12. I will roll all of these dice and save whatever they tell me. And here they all are. So if you order this from me on my Etsy shop as a physical product, you can get the dice along with them. And they will be just like this with the color match and everything. Okay. So we're starting out with 3 on the D3, thank you. 2 on the D4, that's okay. 2 on the D6, boo. 6 on the D8, that's better. 6 on the D10, that's all right. And 1 on the D12, man, what a ripoff. That's not why we have D12s, right? Okay. Well, anyway, so I've written all those down, and let's see how much I need to save. So we have 6, 10, 11, 14, 20. So all in all, not too bad. Last time I went through this challenge, it saved a total of $250, and I think I'm going to beat that record this time. Yep, probably. Unless I get a lot of really low numbers next time. So far there's 1, 200, 20, 41. So unless you roll me a whole bunch of ones, it's going to be a nice saver. Okay, so $20 there. And then we'll go into the 12 face cards. I am in the process of re-releasing this. I have some more of this version left, and those will be leaving my shop soon, just because I have only so many. I remade this as a smaller challenge in the 4x6 size with different numbers and less volatility. So instead of these that are 3 through 15, the new ones will be 5 through 12. Okay, and I only have a few of these left to do. So I think what I'm going to do is knock out the Trojan warrior here, which I think is Hector. Yep, Hector. So on the back it tells you who the person is supposed to represent, or who the card is supposed to represent. So I'm going to scratch both of these, and whatever the number is, that's what I'm saving. Looks like we already got rid of the 15, so that's good. And 3. So I'm thinking there's going to be a 5 and an 11. Nope. Well, a 5 and a something else. Let's see. There's the 5. And a 13. Okay, so a total of 18 to finish this card. 10, 15, 17, and 18. In this form, this challenge saves $1,236 total. So let's see, because each card saves 103, I think. Yeah, 103. So let's see where we are here. Well, I'm going to need to do some condensing. Oh, let me make a big old mess. Okay. So 1,150, 65, 72, 4, 5, and 6. 1,176. So I'm going to take a 10, a 5, 2 2s, and a 1 for a 20. So still 1176, so almost done. Another 2-3 weeks and we should be there. Last up in this binder is the corny sayings, and I am doing 1 row of D6 rolls per week. So let's get the Superman die back out. These are available in my Etsy shop as a set, each one with a corny saying on it. This one says far out Brussels sprout, and then on the back you have mini placeholders. Okay. So, I need a marker. Let's get this purple out here. So we've got a 2. Bless you. Another 2. A 4. Another 2. And a 3. So 2, 4, 6, 10, 13. Well, we've had bigger weeks, but that's not so bad. Been rolling a lot of high numbers on this one lately, so I suppose I was due. Okay. So I rolled 13, so I'm going to put 2 back and put in 15. And then I'm going to take 2 20s and a 10 and put in a 50. So far we're up to $57 just by rolling a D6 15 times. Okay, so I need to catch up over here. So that was 13, and that was 18. So let's see how much I put into the kitty today. Grab the calculator, another thing that I didn't prepare for, but it's not too far away. All right. So we have 19, 27, 25, 4, 20, 9, 15, 6, 13, 17, 20, 18, and 13. So 206, which is a far cry from the 315 from last week. So last week I had to really pare down on the Wednesday video, Friends Day Wednesday. This week I can kind of go to town, which is great. So be sure to tune in for that video tomorrow, see how much I end up putting toward my big goals this week. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you so much for watching. Until I see you in the next one, take care.